Alan Zulte is happily retired and a grandfather. He loves to travel, he loves his family, and he loves life. Colleen Rock, former high school president and honors student, has medals in track and field, archery, javelin, and discus. As a canine police officer, Todd Mona's dedication to duty is matched only by the satisfaction he gets from working with his special partner, Primo. You wouldn't know it to look at them today, but these three individuals share a common past. A past that could have relegated them to lives far less fulfilling than those they lead today. What they also share is determination and the compassion of a hospital that did not give up hope when others thought there was none. Hospital for Special Care. For patients who have been discharged from acute care hospitals, this is where the road back to a fulfilling and independent life begins. We are everything that happens after the acute care experience. For Alan Zulte, life changed in September 2005. A retired labor negotiator, Alan was respected for his strength as a leader, a man in charge of his life. Then a motor vehicle accident left him with a serious brain injury. He would remain in a coma for nearly a month.
I was depressed and angry because everything was very, very hard for me. Everything became very hard for me. To tell you the truth, I was thinking of committing suicide.
Hospital for Special Care specializes in treatment and rehabilitation for severe brain injury patients like Alan. He had to relearn everything, from walking to talking to eating.
The staff here was excellent as far as helping me. I was making progress every single day. You yourself, you don't notice it, but someone else, when looking at you, notices it. Emotionally and spiritually, they definitely got me out of my doldrums.
With his wife, 2 sons and daughters-in-law, and new baby grandson by his side, Alan slowly regained the love of life he thought he had lost forever.
The Hospital for Special Care is a very, very big part of my life.
Colleen Rock went to bed looking forward to soccer practice the next day. She woke that night with a sharp pain in her back. An AVM, a malformation of the vascular system, had ruptured in her spine.
The most horrible pain in my life, and I was not able to hold myself up, and so my dad was holding me up in his arms.
Colleen underwent 4 hours of emergency surgery. When she woke up, she realized her life was not going to be the same.
Go for the little goals of, little goals like I want to be able to stand up and walk 2 feet. And then maybe next week I'll walk 3 feet.
Doctors told her there was little chance that she'd ever stand or walk again. But Colleen was not about to give up on her future. A year after surgery, she came to Hospital for Special Care.
Right after my injury, when I would go by a soccer field, I would just break into tears because I was so sad I couldn't do that anymore. But now I'm an athlete again, and some of the sports I'm doing now are better than soccer anyway, so.
Todd Mona and his canine partner Primo risked their lives many times to protect the public. But on this day, in January 2009, risk became reality. Both of Officer Mona's legs were shattered by a gunshot. Primo was stabbed multiple times.
When I first got to the Hospital for Special Care, I was totally relying on others to do stuff. I was basically bedridden. I couldn't move.
For Officer Mona, it was a struggle, but it was also an experience that would help him realize newfound potential.
I knew I wanted to get better and be back to the way I was, but in the condition I was in, I didn't know if it was possible. But they make you realize that it is possible, and they'll push you to get to those goals. Everybody cared about you. And I wanted to make sure that, I reached my goals that they had set for me. And then once I started reaching goals, that were 3 weeks down the line. And and it just snowballed from there. And, you know, it's a culmination of things that get you to that point.
And for Officer Mona, the incentive to get better was right beside him every day.
Yeah, me and Primo rehab together. We worked together, we trained together, and we went through the incident together. So it only makes it, you know, appropriate to rehab together. And at the Hospital for Special Care, we were able to do that.
3 different lives, 3 different stories, each with its own personal victory over injury or illness, each with quality of life at its center. As the future unfolds, there will be thousands more stories of hope and of the will and determination of ordinary people brought down by extraordinary events, yet rebuilding their lives one step at a time. With the generosity and support of individuals like you, those stories will continue to unfold in new ways and for more individuals than ever before.